Hello, good evening, listeners. This is your host, Clip Better, the Clip that was Sports Report, live right here, Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area, that is. And today, ladies and gents, I'll talk to you guys about the UFC Fight Night Saskatoon results. I'll talk to you guys also about the MLB rejecting the players rejecting rejecting the latest proposal. By the way, Tom Brady puts Deion Sanders' son Shador Sanders through a workout. By the way. Also, something about the chase. Briscoe won the Xfinity Series at Homestead, Miami Speedway. Crewmates being suspended for 4 races, by the way. So, and backlash it is. So that's all there is to it. So I'm gonna start things off from the UFC Fight Night Saskatoon results. You saw Merab Dvalishvili defeated Gustavo Lopez by decision. Julia Avila defeats Gina Mazany by KO or TKO. Tyson now defeats Zarrukh Adashev by KO and TKO. Christian Aguilera defeats Anthony Ive by TKO. Mariya Agapova defeats Hannah Cifers by submission. Jordan Espinoza defeats Mark De La Rosa by decision. Andre Fili defeats Charles Jordan by decision. Charles Rosa defeats Kevin Aguilar by decision. Marvin Vettori defeats Karl Roberson by submission. Cynthia Calvillo defeats Jessica I by decision. So that's all you guys can know just for that. So those are UFC Fight Night Saskatoon results. None of this I want to get down to. I'm going to get it down to the MLBPA rejecting, or the MLB that is, or the MLB players. They were just the latest offer, that is. So the MLBPA, they asked the MLB to set a schedule for the 2020 season rather than just counter the latest return to play proposal by the league, setting the stage for the MLB implementing a significantly shortened schedule and deepening the labor strife between the parties. Now the MLBPA executive director, Tony Clark, rejected the MLB's latest proposal, and so did the players as well. And he says right here, Tony Clark, that it says, further dialogue with the league will be futile. It's time to get back to work. Tell us when and where. Now, it says right now, I want to read you some more of the statement, by the way. And it says right here that players want to play. It's who we are and what we do. Since March, the association has made it clear that our number one focus is playing the fullest season possible, safely as possible. Players agreed to billions of monetary concessions as a means to that end. And in the face of repeated media leaks and misdirection, we made additional proposals to inject new revenues into the industry. Proposals that would benefit the owners, players, broadcast partners, and fans alike. It's now becoming apparent that these efforts have fallen upon deaf ears. In recent days, owners have decried the supposed profitability of owning a baseball team, and the commissioner, Rob Manfred, has repeatedly threatened to schedule a dramatically shortened season unless players agree to hundreds of millions in further concessions. Our response has been consistent that such concessions are unwarranted, will be fundamentally unfair to players, and that our sport deserves the fullest 2020 season possible. These remain our positions today, particularly in light of new reports regarding MLB's national television rights. Information we requested for the league weeks ago, but were never provided. As a result, it unfortunately appears that further dialogue with the league will be futile. Time to get back to work. Tell us when and where exactly, though. So basically, Bruce May, the MLB lead negotiator, he says, we demand that you inform us of your plans by close of business by tomorrow, Monday, June 15th, by the way. So the MLB said, we're disappointed that the MLBPA chose not to negotiate in good faith over resumption of play after MLB made 3 successive of proposals that would provide players, clubs, and our fans with an amicable resolution to a very difficult situation that's been caused by the coronavirus. Upon implementation of a schedule, players wouldn't necessarily report to a second spring training immediately. Parties don't have an agreement on a health and safety protocol and would need one before players arrive. Any season would be scheduled to start after a thorough spring training through a coronavirus outbreak and change the league's plans. Multiple players on 40-man rosters have tested positive for the coronavirus recently. Now, the MLB doesn't implement a season. Both parties could file grievances to be heard by any arbitrator. Though neither would necessarily delay games being played, the union can file it possible. Now, the March agreement says right here that the league should use best efforts to play as many games as possible while taking into account player safety and health. Rescheduling needs competitive considerations, stadium availability, and the economic feasibility of various alternatives. The league could likewise file agreements over a lack of good faith negotiations regarding salary by the union. So that's not gonna this will not look good. They could lose a lot of money for this too. And obviously they didn't think of a resolution for sure, and they got to think of it fast. And apparently it doesn't look good for anybody. I can tell you that at all. So make no mistake about it, everybody. Make no mistake about it though. So it's a bit of a shame that the MLBP has had to make 3 proposals, and none of them even worked, and they could lose a lot of money for this. So obviously, Union's maneuver yesterday could resolve that, end the back and forth, finally answering the question hanging over the sport for 3 months. When will baseball resume? So no one knows when baseball's going to resume, by the way. What's going to be 50 games, 75 games, 89 games. So it really, makes a difference because the MLB has had to make 3 proposals so far, and none of them haven't worked. So how many games are going to be? When is the MLB going to return? That's the question that remains. So you have to wait and see for yourselves, everybody, on that. And others I want to address, by the way, that Chase Briscoe just won the Xfinity Series at a Homestead Miami Speedway, despite losing his crew, being suspended for 4 races from a safety violation. So Chase Briscoe sort of hung in there, by the way. And obviously, he won. So they have right there, buddy. Another thing I want to get down to, by the way, Tom Brady puts Deion Sanders' son, Shedeur Sanders, through a workout at Berkeley Prep School. Shedeur Sanders is a 4-star rated quarterback going to the senior season at Trinity Christian School in Cedar Hill, Texas. Shedeur Sanders is ranked 41st in ESPN 300. So Shedeur Stevenson, I got to tell you, that's a game changer. So my question is, he said in his office with some out of the college, by the way, so he doesn't know where it's going to wind up at. So basically, my question is exactly, would Shedeur Stevenson be a good backup quarterback for Tom Brady? That is, in its foreseeable future. Would Shedeur Stevenson be the backup quarterback for Tom Brady? And does he have any? I can tell you this: that Tom Brady and Shedeur Stevenson, they would most certainly be good teammates. Shedeur Sanders, they would be good teammates. I'll tell you that. But Shedeur Stevenson would be the backup quarterback for Tom Brady. Unless for some reason, if Shedeur Sanders, if Shedeur Sanders, that is, gets drafted to the NFL, the NFL draft in 2021, and if he turns to be the backup quarterback for the Bucks along with Tom Brady, that could enhance his career. Shedeur Sanders, he most certainly would have a good career. I'll tell you that right now. Shedeur Sanders will be in the footsteps of Tom Brady. He most certainly, I know he's a 4-star rated quarterback. He's ranked 41st in the ESPN 300, but I gotta tell you right now, Shedeur Sanders, make no mistake about it, he doesn't disappoint. I can tell you that right now. So Shedeur Sanders, look out. You're in there training with Tom Brady. And if Shedeur, and this is what things to come. This is what things to come in 2021. Shedeur Stevenson may go to the NFL draft, and he may go to the Bucks to be that surprise. That would be surprise news. That would be Shedeur Sanders' dream right there. Him working with massive game show. I can tell you that right now. So if Shedeur Stevenson wants to be with the Bucks, then that's the best news I've heard. So him working over Tom Brady, that's the best news I've heard too as well. So that's big news right there. So that bit surprised a lot of people. I can tell you that. So that changes everything. Make them think about that. Well, ladies, and also be sure to catch Backlash tonight. Catch the greatest match ever between Edge versus Randy Orton, by the way, tonight at Backlash on the WWE Network, all the other matches as well. So you got to know for now. That's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for the Khalil That Sports Board. Please be sure you also subscribe to the Khalil That Sports Board YouTube channel, Facebook page by any means necessary. Be sure you send me your comments, your tweets, your thoughts on UFC Fight Night Saskatoon results. What do you think of Cynthia's Calvillo's win against Jessica I by decision? Let me know about the comment section. I'll address the response to that. Tell me what you also think about Tom Brady putting Shedeur Sanders through a workout at Berkeley Prep School. Let me know about the comment section. And let me know if you think that Shedeur Sanders will be a good fit, will be a good backup quarterback for Tom Brady in the foreseeable future. Let me know about the comment section. I will think of MLB players rejecting the